Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This week, I want to talk about why I think the world's burning, and not only that, what you can do about it. So yeah, this has been a really heavy past couple weeks for me, and I wanted to do a video that was useful to you, but also honest, because I've been very sad this past week and not really feeling like I had a safe place. And ironically, because I'm wanting to be public and on video, it didn't really feel like genuine to come out here and give a recording and not include some aspect of what's actually going on for me and why I've been absent these past few weeks. So part of that is because I'm traveling. The other part is I've just been really sad, just witnessing what's happening in the world right now. And I judge there's probably a lot of you out there going through the same thing, experiencing a lot of sadness, a lot of grief. And I'm hoping to give you a tool to begin to deal with that in this video. It was New Year's a few days ago. I was in Thailand. I'm in Thailand. I was in Chiang Mai for New Year's, and as the countdown clocked down and the fireworks were going off, all I could think about were other parts of the world where instead of fireworks they were hearing bombs. And it was a very sad New Year's for me because of that. And that brings me to the topic of this video. And I think it's a big reason that the world is suffering right now. And I think that's because of a lack of community. So how did we get here? That's a good question. It's probably a combination of things. But what's clear to me right now is I don't see, aside from my men's circle, I don't see places where people have safe spaces to grieve or to even discuss what's going on in the world, aside from social media, which is like not really a safe space. It seems to me like that's more of a place to just dump our projections and nobody's actually really listening. I see a lot of people seeming like they're having arguments with like this invisible other on social media. So it's like this illusion of community where oftentimes the only person that's really seeing or caring about what someone's posting is themselves. And there's no actual witnessing going on or reciprocity. And so, yeah, I want to talk about, that's a pretty sad note to start on, but I want to talk about why it's important to have community and how you can bring that into your life. And one of the ways to do that is through a men's group. I'll drop the link in the description below to the Mankind Project, where you can find a circle of men who are willing to hold space for you, to witness you and all your emotions, and hold space for you to grieve or demonstrate whatever emotion it is: anger, sadness, guilt, joy. And I think that's really important, really necessary for humans. And I think that's what's lacking. One thing that benefited me a few weeks ago in my men's circle was a check-in round, which we do at the beginning of each circle, and that's, how am I feeling right now? Oh, I'm sad because of this. And allowing the emotion to move through me instead of kind of stuffing it down. So that sort of release is really important. I heard somebody say this in one of our trainings, that emotion is energy that should be in motion, should be moving. It should not be stuck or contained, and that causes a lot of stress on the body. So whether it's sadness or joy or anger or fear, the idea there is it's healthier if we allow that to come out rather than stuffing it down. And I think that in society we've lost a lot of these safe spaces. We moved from a tribal culture or village culture into a nuclear family, where instead of a community, maybe you just have your brothers and sisters and your immediate family, your parents. So right there already cutting off connection to grandfathers and cousins and uncles and all that. And then also with the decline of religion prevalence. Like when I was brought up, my parents tried to take me to church once in a while, but kind of dropped off. And so maybe there are some of you out there who still have that community, that sense of community through a religious community. But for me, I never really connected with that, and I didn't really have that. It was like a chore. It was something I didn't really connect with and didn't really agree with. It felt like I had to be forced into going. So it wasn't what I would call a safe space. And I wouldn't say any of the people there were role models towards me. And I don't think I really had healthy role models growing up until I joined the Mankind Project and went to these weekends and saw men demonstrating these behaviors that I actually aspire to. When I went to my first NWTA and witnessed men holding space for each other and being raw and emotional, that to me was an awakening moment of like, wow, this is so what the world needs right now. And I can't believe I didn't know about this. I can't believe it doesn't seem like anyone knows about this. It's like the world's best kept secret, and it shouldn't be a secret. It should be everywhere. It's exactly the solution or the antidote to all the separation and disconnection from emotions and loneliness and anxiety that's happening in the world. I do think what's lacking in society and what the Mankind Project is trying to do is really fill in that gap for what's the healthy role model, what's the healthy masculine. We don't have a space where men can come in and express their emotions and be held by other men who are not going to judge them. So what we end up with are like all these repressed individuals, men who contain their emotions and act out in anger or violence. And I think this translates from the micro right up to the macro scale. If you look at who's holding me accountable in my community, but also who's holding the governments accountable, who's holding corporations accountable, it seems like nobody. It's what the UN is meant to do, but if they say, hey, stop bombing innocent people, nothing happens, right? There's no accountability on a global scale, and that's a big problem, right? To me, that's exactly why. It would be very easy. Sure, I'm going to solve, I'm going to say that it's really easy. I'm going to solve world peace. But to me, it is that easy. It's accountability. If there was, say, a global governing body that was democratically held, like the UN, and the decisions were actually enforced, regardless on the country, even say it's one of the superpowers, then this type of situation wouldn't be possible, what's going on right now in the Middle East, because there's an actual accountability process that happens with a real impact. And I know it's a lot more complex than that, but what I'm getting at is without that space, without a community to hold us accountable, it's very easy to get confused and live from a place that doesn't necessarily represent our higher values. So if I don't have a space to look at my behavior and recognize whether or not it's impacting others in a positive or negative way, then I don't have that opportunity to really identify how I want to live and how I can get in line with that. So while it's important on like a global scale for sure, it's also really important on a personal level for personal growth. And that's where I've seen a lot of impact on my life, is going to these circles and recognizing and naming when I've behaved a certain way that is not working for me. It's not how I want to be. Looking at that and saying, well, why am I behaving this way? And how do I want to behave going forward? And having somebody in the group even to call me out and say, I call bullshit. You're not happy doing this and you're lying to yourself. I think that's really important. And that's something we try to do in the Mankind Project, is hold that mirror up for each other and not let ourselves or let each other off the hook when we see something that's not congruent. And that can be as simple as, my body language is not lining up with what I'm saying. So if I'm talking about something I'm doing, it's like, yeah, that kind of works for me, but I'm looking down and kind of sad. It's like, well, hey brother, it doesn't look like you're very happy with that. I see that you look sad right now, as opposed to happy. So what's actually going on for you, right? Anyway, I want to come back to what you can do today, and that is join a men's circle. Click on the link in the description for Mankind Project, find an iGroup near you, and give it a shot. And if that's too intimidating for you, try our Unmute Yourself workshop coming up January 18th. It's like a little teaser intro version of men's work. No background experience required, and there is a marginal cost for putting it on. I think it's $50. And there is the option for financial support, and we can waive that fee, probably entirely if you require that. I sincerely hope that if you're struggling with this specific issue, this lack of community, lack of safe space, that you consider coming and joining one of these groups. Okay, thanks guys. See you next week.